Okay, so with the DriftHq dual caliper bracket, I found it really hard to bleed the brakes. I've tried vacuum bleeding it, I've tried literally everything, even the method where you hook up a hose and have it running to a bottle of brake fluid and then you kind of pump the handbrake. What I'm doing now is you can notice how the caliper is slanted. It's not directly up and down. What I believe is that there's a little air pocket right here making the brakes feel really spongy, or the handbrake. So we're going to take the caliper completely off, shove something between the pads, and then do that same method where we have a line running from the bottle, and that should get the air bubble kind of in the corner of everything out, and our handbrake should work. I'll get this caliper off and we'll see. It should just be 2 15s, that one on the bottom and then the one over there. So we'll get this off and then, yeah. Okay, so I got the caliper off. I put my ratchet in between the brake pads so that the brake pads and pistons don't come all the way out. What I'm doing is just putting the caliper so it's upright, up and down. So in theory, the air bubble should be like right here. We're gonna crack one bleeder at a time and then put a hose on it that goes into a brake fluid bottle, and then pump the handbrake with the bleeder screw unscrewed. Once we don't see any air bubbles in this hose anymore, we will close the bleeder and then do the other side and see how it works. So this is kind of what the setup should look like. You have your bleeder screw and your hose connected, and then a line going to your brake fluid bottle. It's not the prettiest thing, but it should work. Pump the handbrake. Make sure to fill the reservoir up top. Make sure that doesn't go low. So you can see once I cracked open the bleeder, some brake fluid's coming out and filling the hose, which is good. We'll pump the handbrake and hopefully air bubbles will come out of that bleeder, and then we'll close that bleeder and then move to the other side. So now we're just pumping the handbrake, making sure the reservoir doesn't run dry. And so now we're on the passenger side, kind of doing the same thing. You can see as I pump the handbrake, the fluid goes up, and then as it retracts, the fluid goes down. Just do this until there's no air coming out of that line. It might drip a little bit, which is completely fine. Clean it off your caliper afterwards. But just do this until there's no air, and then your hydro should work.